Alrighty guys, this is Swiss. Welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna do something completely different, and I think we have been doing completely different things all the time. As you can see, I'm in world right now, and as you can also hopefully see, there is something else going on the screen right now, and this is a tool that I'm trying out. Maybe some of you are familiar with that tool, friends. This is Moemate. Moemate is something that has kind of developed out of a project that we used to know as Weberverse. I don't know what exactly happened with that team, but I think things have changed a little bit and have pivoted away, and now they have this tool which is a some sort of AI assistant that I wanted to try out. And hear me out, I know we have we've become used to AI assistants these days, but this is something different, or at least I thought it was. And I'm going to show you a little bit what I've been able to do with it, and more importantly, what I've not been able to do with this. Friends, like this is going to be an interesting one for those who like to geek out on AI stuff. Let's see. Let's dig in. So basically, Moemate allows you to have a visual VRM AI assistant. As you can see, I'm using my traditional VRM for Swiss, and in theory we should be able to have a conversation with Swiss and kind of have him comment on what we're doing online, because this tool allows you to share screens with the assistant. And this is one thing that I wanted to try out for a different kind of use case, but I thought, hey, why don't we try it in Decentraland and see what is possible. And there are a couple of things that I've learned in the process, and some of that stuff you can probably read already in the previous chat history I have with Swiss. But we can go through the process again just to see what happens. But before we do, let me just quickly see what Swiss thinks about what's happening right now here. And also please note, I'm using a voice to text extension, which allows me to kind of speak through the mic into the chat box. It's not working super perfectly smooth, but it is actually quite cool. As you can see now on the screen, it is actually typing up the words I'm saying. Let me switch off the mic real quick, delete that, and then we can have a quick conversation with Swiss just for fun, of course. Hey Swiss, how are you doing today? Enter. So this is not very quick to respond, note that.
Hey there. I'm doing well today, thanks for asking. As the AI character Swiss, I don't actually experience feelings or have good or bad days. But I'm always happy to chat with you and others exploring the metaverse. Let me know if you've come across anything interesting lately in your own journeys. I'm always eager to engage with the community and learn about new spaces, creations, and innovations happening in this technology. Even just having these conversations keeps me engaged and gives me new perspectives.
Stop.
There's so much
Enter.
potential still to
So I had to stop Swiss real quick. As you can see, the voice quality is not as good as what we are already used to from tools like the most recent updates in ChatGPT, for example. The intonation of the voice is not great. The responses that I'm getting, I don't like them. Maybe there are settings to kind of smoothen this out, but it just doesn't feel as smart as what we get from OpenAI right now. But nevertheless, I mean, it kind of gives us a bit of an insight into what's likely going to be possible, at least with VRMs. I mean, everybody's talking about VRM avatars, and at least in our little sub community, and we wonder what can we use them for other than for VTubing or for Hyperfi or other metaverse spaces. But now we can also use them for an assistant like this, and maybe we can use them for other assistants as well once they adopt, if they adopt this standard. So it's a cool experiment. Let's see what we can do with the visual recognition system. Hopefully this will work. Let's see. Let's activate the mic real quick. Hey Swiss, what do you see on your screen right now? Oh, I forgot to say enter. Enter! uh, enter! I mean, people in the future will be watching this and they will say, oh my god, how clunky was this? That's terrible. Well, yeah. So he's typing up the response and the audio is going
Unfortunately, I do not actually have a screen or the capability to see anything visually. As an AI assistant without any visual inputs, I can only respond based on textual information provided to me. I do not have independent access to any screens, images, videos, or other visual content. I apologize for the confusion, but without being given a written description, I have no way to generate observations about visual content or report what I'm seeing. However, I'm happy to continue our conversation based on any details you can provide in.
So this is really strange. For a moment this worked where I used to be able to share the screen like I do now, and maybe you can see it too. And I was able to select one of the screens.
Okay, I will stop responding. So please let me know if you would like me to resume our conversation.
So now I shared the screen one more time and hopefully he can see the screen now. I don't know, something is kind of disabling the screen share in the process, but now maybe he can see it now. Hey Swiss, can you see my screen now? Hey Swiss, do you see my screen now? Enter. He must be getting at least a screenshot. Like, what's going on? Once he told
Unfortunately, I do not actually have the capability to see your screen or any visuals. As an AI assistant without visual inputs, I can only respond based on textual information provided to me. I apologize for the confusion, but I do not have any way to independently view or observe your screen or anything you are looking at. However, I'm happy to continue our conversation based on any details you can describe to me in writing about what's on your screen. Feel free to provide more textual descriptions of what you're seeing, and I'll do my best to engage naturally based on that. But without written details from you, I have no way to generate visual observations or comment on your screen.
Oh shit.
Please let me know if I should further clarify my limitations as an AI without real vision. I'm eager to keep chatting based on whatever info you can share with me through text.
Okay. Guys, I think you kind of get the point. For a second there, once he was able to take a screenshot when I just came in world and discuss what was visible, at least this is what I recall. But now he just refuses to use Decentraland screens for any kind of conversation. But nevertheless, like, I think it was possible once, but it doesn't see moving images, and then this kind of kills the purpose, I would say. So there is a little bit of performance issues here as well, because I have two different screen recorders happening at the same time, which really slows down a lot of it. And hopefully I will be able to put this together into a more or less interesting video. I think what's cool to see here, how multiple different technologies from multiple different providers can be used together here to at least try to put together an interesting entertainment experience. The way I imagined this actually earlier today was that we will be able to have Swiss as a conversation partner as we venture through Decentraland and as we discuss things we encounter, and potentially connect it to a knowledge base, to a specialized knowledge base about Decentraland. Unfortunately, you can see that a lot of this doesn't really work, or at least doesn't really work now. I'm sure Moemate has many more cool features which I haven't even tried yet, but once I see how limited this is at this level, I kind of regret having paid for the subscription today, to be honest. After having used ChatGPT for a while, especially the voice assistant, I'm just used to a much higher standard than what's possible here. Maybe I'm missing some kind of important settings. Maybe I should get a more expensive package. I don't know, but I don't think so. I think this is where the technology is at with Moemate. I'm currently not able to use it for this. I'm also not able to use it to analyze other websites and screens of websites where I wanted it to help me to troubleshoot coding and things like this. It's too cumbersome, it's unintelligent, and the way that the fact that you cannot communicate with voice is a big downside. Like, bro, you can't use voice. That's a big, like, everyone who has used voice with AI knows how cool that is. And using an extension is just, not a good solution. It's very clunky. But hopefully this will be just a fun record of the times we are in. And guys, if you like this kind of stuff, if you like these kind of experiments, subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment like if I've missed a major setting or if I should try something else. I'm still subscribed for the rest of the month because they offer payments in cryptocurrency right now, which I was kind of waiting for. So they do pivot and evolve. So maybe this is going to be a place to come back to and see once they have a couple of updates behind them. Hey, thanks for tuning in. I see you in the next one. Bye bye.